Another way of people being racist is judging a book by its cover. When I say judging a book by its cover, what do you think of first? A book or a person? When someone says it to me, I think of a person because it's mostly aimed at a person who is getting judged for something that they shouldn't be instead of a silly old book cover.
Do you know what institutional and interpersonal racism are? Institutional racism is when your city or country agrees on something huge that can ruin a lot of people's lives. Like when the All Blacks went on tour to South Africa, the South Africans discriminated us by not allowing any Māori people to go on the tour. Interpersonal racism is when you're talking to another person about something that could make someone uncomfortable and upset. Like one of your friends might be talking about that they think Asians are bad drivers. You don't need to agree on that, you know. Everyone has their own opinion, and if you know in your heart that you or someone else is being racist, then do something about it.
I was doing some research and I came across a story from a person here in Christchurch who got discriminated against her name and religion. This is what the lady said. I was at a new job. My coworker asked me my name, so I responded. He seemed confused by it. He reiterated his question like I hadn't heard him. This time he added loudly, "No, what is your Christian name?" I'm not religious, but why was I not acceptable with my name? If that happened to me, my heart would sink and tears would start dripping down my face. Michael Jackson once said, "Together we can make a change in this world. Together we can help to stop racism. We can help the world live without fear. It's our only hope. Without hope, we are lost."
Imagine that your teacher is an Indian but has lived in New Zealand for their whole life. Once class is over, you see someone go up to the teacher to congratulate them for being able to speak great English. As the teacher stood there and took in the feedback, his shoulders fell and his face got more pale by the minute. Do you think there was anything wrong with that story? Well, in fact, there was something wrong, and it's because that person was being racist. You might be wondering, how? Well, because of the teacher's ethnicity, background, and skin colour, it was easy to assume he had never spoken English before. This is the story from a man named Count Veer who works at the University of Canterbury. This is also an example of unconscious and internalized racism. Unconscious and internalized racism is when you think about someone without actually thinking it, and your intention is not to hurt them.
Think back to the first day of term 2, around 9 a.m. before we got introduced to our PBL driving question. Did you know what an upstander was? A bystander even? Well, we asked some students from the Kopeka Hub on what they think an upstander is and what racism is, from the things that they have learnt from across the term. Most of the people thought an upstander was people that stood up for what they believe in and comforted the victim to make sure they were all right. Then for what racism is, most people put for that was people talking behind other people's backs about their country or the colour of their skin.
Everyone everywhere does discriminate someone at some point of their life, and it's not good. I want to be a part of that change. Help everyone accept each other for who they are and what they stand for. God loves everyone for who they are, so why can't we do that? Everyone, just think about it. What does discriminating someone do? It just hurts them, and it does nothing to you, except make you look like a bad person. Just think about it. Do you want to change the world or ruin it? I know both of us want to change it.
I want to walk away from school at the end of the term feeling like racism is going downhill. The 3 most important things that I truly believe will help racism be banned forever are us standing up for what we know is right and what we believe in, not discriminating others for the way they look, which they can't change, and always finding ways to lead each other on the right path. If we made changes to this world by banning racism, I think the world would be a bigger, bolder, and brighter place because everyone is being kind, caring, and living a normal life.
How do you think you can be an upstander and help change our world? I want you to think about that for a moment. Imagine your life in someone else's shoes. All your life you've looked in the mirror and tried to change the things that make you, you. When you see someone being discriminated against, should you stand up for them? Yes, like you don't even need to think about that. You should already know the answer. You know, it's also okay to stand with the victim and show them your love and support. Imagine you're all alone, you've got no one to talk to, and you don't want to break out of your shell because all of those years ago, no one wanted to be around you.
These words should inspire you to know that racism is wrong in every way.
No matter how young or old we are, or how big the difference is, we can all make a difference that will change someone's life forever.
No matter the colour of your skin or the way you look, you're the exact same as everyone else because you're human and no one can change that. You have to remember that there will always be people who will accept you for who you really are.
You can be anything in life, but the best thing to be is kind. You just need to accept each other because that's all we need to live a successful life.
What ways can you help make a difference in this world today?